Heyo, how's it going, everybody? Hope anyone out there who's watching this right now or at some point in the future is having themselves a fantastic day today. Welcome, my name is Relikai. I'm going to be playing a video game on the internet, and tonight that video game is going to be Kamikaze Lassplanes. We're continuing on from last time around. First of all, I just need to go ahead and celebrate. Look at that! The stream isn't dying. Here I am. I'm here, 1440p. Absolutely everything is just peachy keen. Lovely. You love to see it. Yeah. Last time on Sunday, we attempted to stream a little bit of Genshin, and OBS just decided, nah, I'm not working today. I'm on PTO. I didn't let you know ahead of time, but yeah, I am. So yeah, that was very frustrating. Tried to make it work and it just did not. It just wouldn't. So yeah, we had to go ahead, scrap the stream, unfortunately. But tonight, everything looks like it's working a-okay. So hopefully it's something that lasts the entirety of the stream and isn't just some kind of fluke right here at the beginning. Hey, what's up, Drew? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope everything is groovy on your end of things. OBS decided to shit a brick. It shitted multiple bricks, as a matter of fact, last time around. But it seems tonight, OBS had its caffeine. It's working okay. Its tummy no longer hurts, so it's willing to work tonight and you know, level with us and do the things that we expect it to be doing. So yeah, everything technically seemed to be holding out okay. Knock on wood that it lasts. So yeah, Lassplanes. We're playing Lassplanes tonight. Last time around, we deserted the army. We disobeyed our orders, went to the complete opposite side of the planet that they wanted us to go to, and yeah, it's but it turns out we went and did that because our girl Alba, she was really scared that her village was going to get attacked because she just had a really bad feeling that it was going to happen. So we acquiesced. We went to her village to help her evacuate everyone. Nothing's happening. Everything's fine. And instead of, you know, going around letting everyone know, hey, potentially you might be getting attacked, you might want to start leaving now, we're just kind of dicking around. We went to try and find some goats, couldn't find any goats, just very lackadaisically strolling through the streets, looking around, seeing all the children laughing and playing, seeing all the old people just sitting around reading the newspaper and whatnot. Yeah, and we're just hanging out. I also just realized we left off on a kind of a big choice that I feel we're gonna have to make. That being that we figured out that her village had been getting supplies from the king of our nation, but ever since she left her village to, you know, start becoming a part of the military, they don't send her village supplies anymore. So apparently that's where all the goats went. They're not getting any food, and yeah, they're probably all going to die. So we had a decision to make to either tell her that the king is not sending her village any more supplies because they were only sending them because of her, or we could not tell her and I guess just let her live in her world of delusion where she thinks that the king is super kind and magnanimous and just is sending them supplies out of the goodness of his heart. And I have now come to realize that doing that is complete and utter bullshit. Because, yeah, let her know. Yeah, because if we don't, then she's gonna continue to be in the military. And, yeah, her village isn't gonna get any supplies, and they're all going to die. So either they'll have to all leave anyway, or, yeah, they just die. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess, like, in the moment, I was thinking, like, oh, but she really seems to, you know, think that the king is really kind and whatnot for doing that. Well, he's not. He's just not. So, like, fuck that guy. He's gonna let that whole village die just because his nuclear waifu weapon is no longer living there? No, we gotta tell her. And that's exactly what I was hoping for when we got to that point in the game. I was like, you know, I'll think about it, you know, over the weekend and stuff like that. And by the time next week rolls around, we'll have maybe a clearer idea of what we want to do. Well, we do. We've got a very clear idea of what we want to do. So, good stuff. It's always the deeper roots having to be the worst of what the higher ups are doing. Yep, that is indeed. Yeah, the fish rots from the head down. That's not actually true. That's not how decomposition actually happens, and fish do not decompose any differently than any other living organism. So it actually rots from all over at the same rate. But you know, it's an apt metaphor for the ways in which, you know, actual organizations, you know, work. It does come from the top down. So, yeah. Hey, what's up, Vic? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope your night's going well. How's your OPS this time? Did you get it figured out? No. As you can see, the stream is dying. We're absolutely being lost in a sea of pixels. You guys can't actually hear or see anything of what I'm doing. So, yeah, unfortunately, we're probably going to have to end up canceling the stream tonight as well. No, yeah, everything's fine now. All seems to be good. And so if my 1440p face cam, the whole screen, it's getting picked up, then when we switch over to the game, should be all good there. Right on the waifu airplane as well. I know, right? I know. We got our pixels all over the waifu airplane. Now we're gonna have to wash her down and buff her out, and it's gonna be a whole procedure. Yeah. So, yeah, let's just go ahead and get to it, shall we? Let's go ahead, kill the BGM, and then start the game up here. All right, and let's come over here. Let's see. Hey, what's going on, Alice? Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hope your night's treating you well. Hope all is good. All right, let's see. Come on, OBS. Where are we at? Oh, jeez. Okay, there we go. Why did that take like 3 million years to pop up? Okay, apparently OBS has still got a couple of kinks to work out with its tonight. It just got its coffee. It's still gotta chug it down a little bit. Grind out the 16-bit to 3D, exactly. So okay, I'm thinking I want to actually move our the camera over to this side because most of the enemies, well, not most, literally all the enemies are going to be coming from the right side of the screen, and if I'm over there, then can't really see it as well. So yeah, let's go ahead, move the camera over here. We're gonna do a little flipperoonie here. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, so now while we're playing, we can actually see everything coming. It looks so weird See, this is why artists. This is why artists they need to constantly be flipping their art pieces when they're drawing, because it looks so weird when it's from a different perspective that you're not used to. Honestly, I'm looking at it, I almost feel kind of sick because I'm like, that's not how it usually looks, man. But it's fine. It's fine. We'll all get used to it eventually. First we need a husbando through airplane, then we can have a waifu airplane. Well, we've already got 2 waifu airplanes, so Kimmy, you're gonna have to let whatever department is in charge of the husbando airplanes know that they are slacking, cause yeah, the waifu airplane department is already way ahead of them. All right, let's go ahead, continue on here. Yes, so we are right here. Okay, so like I said last time around, we left off on a choice that we had to make of either letting yeah, here we are. So we either allow Alba to continue thinking that the king is super cool and kind and magnanimous for always sending them supplies, or we tell her that the reason why there aren't any goats or any food deliveries that have happened recently is because the only reason her village was receiving supplies from the king before was because she was living there, and ever since she left, he stopped sending her supplies, which is pretty shitty if I do say so. So yeah, last time around I was in a headspace where I didn't want to like shatter her sensibilities of like the king being a cool guy and whatnot, but it's like, if he's not actually a cool guy, what do I give a shit about whether or not she knows? Well, yeah, about whether she knows. Like, fuck that dude. He's gonna let her village die just because his weapon of mass destruction isn't there anymore. All right, hi, how's it going? I'm not the husbando airplane department. You're gonna have to find them in the company directory and speak to the floor manager on that one. But okay, yeah. So, yeah. The king does take good care of his subjects. He takes care of Lunefell because you're from here. Yeah, we're gonna let her know how it is, and yeah, I feel like we're already kind of on a path where we are essentially going to mutiny against the government, and you know what? I'm fine with that. So let's go. I mean, we already deserted. We're already gonna get court-martialed anyway, so might as well just go the full distance. All right, there we go. I saw the dark nooks and crannies of the capital. I don't think the king would take care of the poor out of the goodness of his heart. What do you mean? Well, take a look around, Alba. What does Lunefell have and what other places don't? Amazing, kind, and hardworking people? Oh, she's so sweet. She's such a delicate little sweet little flower. Oh, surely it must be it. Hey! They have you, Alba. Not every kingdom village can pride itself in giving birth to a legendary Lassplane. Do you really think it's connected? I don't see any other logical reason. The king may be kind-hearted, but surely not enough to support hundreds, thousands of people of goodwill. It looks like a reward to me. A reward for Lunefell. Because of me? Because of you. Ugh. You spoil everything. Hey!
Oh,
You kill all magic, Walter. You and your pessimism. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. Don't get all wishfully Disney-eyed on me now, Alba. You know it's true. You know I'm spitting facts right now. Enter stream, mutiny against the government. Well, okay then. Yeah, alright, Lee, you didn't, you either didn't hear anything, and we're not gonna have any problems here, or you're gonna join us. There's no in between. It's either gonna be one or the other. Or you can feel like you're going to tell somebody, and then we'll just, you know, you may just have to end up having a little accident. I'll just say that. But appreciate you stopping in. Hope your night is treating you well. You mean pragmatism? I know what I wanted to say. We keep going through the village in silence. As we go farther from the village center, there are fewer houses and people around. Instead of hustle and bustle, the murmur of the waves fills the air. Lifting my head, I gaze at the cliffs. I pity the people who must climb every time they want to run errands in the village center. Alba stops so abruptly that I don't notice it at first, too preoccupied with my observations. She raises her hand, pointing at something ahead. I follow it with my eyes. Look! It's my house, there on the hill! Of course her house is on a hill. She's a little Alba living on her picturesque farmhouse on the hill.
Let's go!
I can't wait to see their faces. Oh, I just can't wait. Take it easy, champ. Or you'll give Nana a heart attack. Let's go. Been well? Good stuff. That's what we like to hear around here. Time for the legs to get tired, man. My legs were already so sore over the course of the weekend, and then going into my workout on Monday, it was yeah, my hamstrings were dying on Monday because I went and did me some RDLs, and yeah, it was a little bit difficult to get back into things, but it was okay. It was all right. Alba's house is off the beaten track, giving the residents plenty of privacy. It's small but charming. A wooden fence that could use some repairs surrounds it. I'm trying not to judge. If the village isn't among the privileged ones, rotting planks must be one of their last worries. I suppose the king doesn't fund renovations. He also doesn't fund food, evidently, as we have established. Alba climbs the stairs and enters her plot while I'm struggling to keep up. Her plot? I don't know if I'm allowed to show that on stream. Walk 'em up time. Just imagine, unless games like that already happens. Walk 'em up? Like shoot 'em ups, except you walk? Isn't that QWOP? I feel like QWOP might be able to classify as a walk 'em up. This is no sinister game with hidden horror behind it, is it? Oh, Lee's been doki doki pilled. Anytime he sees a cutesy looking visual novel game, it's like, this isn't gonna suddenly turn into some existential piece of horror, is it? I can't. Not again. That took me a second to process what he means with her plot. I mean, yeah, I'm assuming he means like her land, her plot of land, but I think that's another bit of ESL coming through there. Walk 'em up, just me pulling your legs. Man. Look, the live 2D and character design just hit the alarms in the back of my head. DDLC didn't have live 2D, so yeah, everything's fine. Everything's fine. She scans the surroundings. I can see she's a little surprised. The garden is somewhat unkempt. Bushes, which must have once bloomed with flowers, are now dry. The grass tickles my calves. It's been a while since someone mowed it.
Well,
Mom used to love spending her days in the garden. Maybe she's too busy to take care of it now. So many things have changed.
How long has she actually been gone? Like, I'm assuming she must have been training or something for a while. With the Empire successfully breaching the veil, the state of the garden is the least of our worries, Alba. But perhaps we could negotiate with HQ to come here one day. Oh yes, yes, the deserters who went off to the opposite end of the planet that they were supposed to. We're gonna have a lot of sway and a lot of good social cachet built up in order to try and like get some favors pulled. Seen other things than DDLC, live 2D things. I've seen some live 2D things, man. I just like that statement. I've seen live 2D things. Live 2D things you don't even want to know about. Plot word had me thinking of something else. Imagine with the training regime, I'd say for a year or less. Yeah, because it sounded like, you know, maybe I'm just thinking of the time frame of when we showed up at our Top Gun Academy, where, you know, we were saying like we've been there for a week or a month or something like that. I don't remember. Just to help out, assuming they won't kick us out of the army in the end, or rather kick me out.
Will we?
You would do that for me? Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. Come on, let's head inside. She nods and approaches the door. The house number painted on the wall is well worn and illegible. The wind plays a tune on dusty little bells hanging on the porch. I would assume the house was abandoned if not for the silhouettes of people visible through the window. Oh, so they are home. When we get closer, we can hear voices. Alba freezes and I nearly crash into her.
I'm nervous.
They're your parents, Alba. There's no need to be worried. There's no need to be worried. Good stuff.
I know, but it's been so many years. What should I do?
What are you waiting for? Get inside? Yeah, I mean, okay, so it's been years, actually. So I'm assuming then they must all be living off of the built-up stores of supplies that the king had been sending while Alba was still living there. So yeah, if it's been actual years, like, and you didn't give any advance notice, you should at least like knock on the door. Like, even if it's your family, you gotta at least knock and be like, hey, I'm suddenly here. Let's see. It's probably better to knock first.
Okay.
The voices stop and we're welcomed with silence. Nothing happens. We look at each other confused. Then we hear heavy footsteps. The door squeaks when someone pulls the handle to crack it open. An old man faces us. Only a few strands of black are left in his gray hair. His whole face is wrinkled. Oh, so he's basically me, for real, for real. The only thing is that all my gray hairs are like here on the sides, underneath my headphones. I'm telling you guys, if I'm still streaming in like 10 years, which I doubt I would be, but like if I was, you guys would see that I'm basically gonna become like Doctor Strange, essentially. It's just gonna be like white over here on the sides. Everything else is probably still gonna be dark. Until it eventually overtakes like all of my hair. That was some crazy knocking. It was pretty mild, I'd say. To be honest, at least this dating simulator game's not harder than Honey Pop. That's so difficult. Kimmy's played Honey Pop, have you? I mean, well, we haven't gotten to the shoot 'em up section yet. At least, not during this stream. Honestly, from the tutorial to the first real shoot 'em up section, the difficulty spike actually was pretty noticeable. So, you know. I don't think there's any Honey Pop stylings in this game. And when I say stylings, you know what I'm talking about. I think I can see the grays. No, you can't. Shut up. You can't see anything. No, that's fine. I don't care if people can see them. Dude, I'm in my fucking 30s, so I mean, like, it would be impressive if I wasn't already starting to grow some grays. Grandpas and grannies can live stream Dark Souls or Bloodborne, then what's stopping you from streaming still? I suppose, but, you know, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. He looks rather polite. Looking at us with curiosity, his gaze wanders between me and Alba. Tross grins.
Yes?
Hi.
Can I help you? You look like you're travelers, although we don't get many visitors here.
Joseph? Who is that? It's me. It's me. I'm home.
Oh. And who are you?
Oh. The man frowns, looking at Alba with embarrassment. The girl's smile disappears. Her eyes hold 1,000 questions waiting to be asked. I watch her, unsure what to do. We got a music shift here. It's not a reception I'd expect, but Alba is shocked. She turns into a stone statue, watching her father's face with an open mouth, not knowing what to do. Is it her father? The man disrupts the tense moment by moving back into the house. He opens the door wider, looking behind his shoulder. Now I can see a large room. There's a kitchen connected to it, from which a short old woman leans out. I see Alba mouth Mom, her eyes sparkling again.
Honey, we have visitors. Travelers, I think. Do you know...
I elbow Alba, but she doesn't react. Her sparkles are blown out when she notices her mother's suspicious look. I clear my throat, interrupting the man. It must be a terrible misunderstanding. I know it's been a few years, but come on! Come on! I know what you mean by Honey Pop's style. I need to help explain. I'm sorry, perhaps we're at the wrong house. We're looking for Mr. and Mrs. Tross.
Well, you found him, boy. What's the matter? You look like a soldier. Are you from the Northern Outpost?
No, not really. But perhaps we could come in? My friend and I would like to talk. He mulls over the answer. Despite his politeness, the man doesn't seem fond of letting strangers into his house. Yeah, what kind of weirdo doesn't want to let strangers into their house? The nerve. He looks back at his wife, who crosses her hands. Me and Alba look at her too, and she finally nods. The Trosses are careful. That's good. At least that's what I'm telling myself when they finally let us in. Yep, this is some visual novel ass background art if I've ever seen it. I gently put a hand on Alba's back to push her forward. She closes her mouth and blinks before reacting. Is she broken or what? She's not helping. Her mom and dad are looking at her as if they don't know who she is. Like, have some tact, man. Thank you, Mrs. Tross. I bow down to Alba's mother, then Joseph closes the door. Alba looks around and begins to shake. The silence is ringing in my ears. I look expectantly at Tross, her whole body trembling. She opens and closes her mouth like a fish on a shore. Also, I wish he would figure out whether or not he wants to call her by her first or her last name. It gives me whiplash every time he suddenly reverts back to calling her Tross. I feel uneasy. Something is terribly wrong.
Why?
Don't you recognize me?
I look at her parents, who move closer to each other. They study Alba for a long while. I'm getting more and more nervous. I don't like the look they share. Neither does Alba. Her eyes fill with tears.
It must be a mistake. I'm sorry.
I know it's been a long time, but it's me.
Here now, Dad.
So many things happen at once, I hardly register all the details. A flash of pain in the man's eyes, an echo of something far away brought to the surface by Tross's words. Again, this is like my writing right here. It's so funny. Every time I notice it, I always just have to point it out. The woman by his side grimaces. Her jawline shakes. She tightens her lips and frowns. Like Alba said, something outrageous. Something horrible. Rage embraces her as quickly as if Tross had slapped her.
I'm sorry, but... What? What are you trying to say, lass? Is this a sick joke? Are you having fun?
What? No. No, I didn't mean to. I didn't mean to upset you.
Don't you dare call me that! I am not your mother! Joseph is definitely not your father! You've got the wrong house, wrong people, or a sick, twisted sense of humor. Who would have come up with something like that?
The woman's rage, written all over her face, leaves a bitter aftertaste in my mouth. She retreats to the kitchen, grabbing the frying pan on her way. Oh shit! A weapon she's ready to use against us? Bro, she's armed! The fury in her eyes suppresses the energy Alba had when she walked in. It snuffs out her enthusiasm like extinguishing a fire with a shoe? Like, okay. Alba's eyes glaze over in the sunlight coming through the window. Her lips tremble as she's desperately trying to keep her resolve.
Why?
How can you not recognize me? Mom, why are you so mad?
Don't call me that!
Joseph finally moves when his wife rushes at us. I react instinctively, immediately. I face the woman, moving in front of Alba and shielding her with my body. She stops, gripping the pan tightly, ready to swing. Up close, I see tears glistening in her eyes too. Something else hides behind the facade of fury. I exhale, noticing grief under the aggression.
You think I wouldn't recognize my own child? You're not my daughter. I don't know where you people are from, but what you're looking for, but what I won't give you any money. Marie, don't touch me!
Joseph puts a hand on her shoulder, but the woman brushes it off sharply. Alba answers behind my back, under her mother's hateful stare. If she even is her mother. What mother would treat her child like that? Anger makes my blood boil. She's acting like a lunatic, and her husband does nothing about it. He's just looking at Alba. Ooh. Damn. Not the frying pan. I know. Put out a fire with a shoe. I know, right? Yeah, I don't think escalating things is going to help at all here. So, yeah, we've got a lot of choices to be making during this section. But yeah, like, escalating things further doesn't seem like it's going to help. So we're gonna play it cool, and we're just gonna talk. We're gonna hash things out, okay? Hey. Let's all calm down a little bit, okay? I'm sure whatever's happening, we can figure it out if we stop yelling at each other. Joseph nods reluctantly and dares to grab his wife's shoulder again. She purses her lips and exhales through the nose like an enraged bull. We battle with our gazes for a long while. At least she's not looking at Alba anymore. Still, it's not a nice exchange.
Marie, let's just listen to what they have to say. Who are you again?
I'm Walter, a Royal Air Force lieutenant. I have no last name. Don't worry about it, because I'm just a visual novel protagonist.
Fine, Lieutenant Walter. We're listening.
I glimpse at Alba, her cheeks wet with tears. She looks at me with fear and some hope. I wish I could fix this, but how? She told me so much about her village, home, parents. She can recognize them. Why don't they know her? Nothing makes sense. It's been a long time since Alba was in Loonfell. Maybe... How long have you been living here? Maybe her parents lived here before?
Nonsense! We've always been living here. Joseph built this house himself.
I see. Maybe we mixed up the houses.
No way!
No! This is my home!
I don't notice when Alba moves from behind me and rushes inside the room. I got a little something caught in my throat. Okay. Hey, what's up, Kai-san? Appreciate you stopping in. Hope all is well with you. We're just playing some Kamikaze Lassplanes, and things are not going very well right now. The fucking jug you have? Have you not seen me pull that thing out before? I've pulled it out, like, quite a number of times. I do need a new one, though, because the gasket on this thing is, like, completely fucked. So, yeah, I'm looking to try and getting a Yeti one. But yeah, I need that thing for, like, when I'm at the gym. Let's see. Mentioned it once and you didn't see it. Did you? Granted, when was the last time I pulled that thing out? I don't remember. He was implying to me that there were no sinister things in this game, SMH. I mean, it's not... drama is not sinister. Come on, man. Like, no one's, like, dying yet. Yet. I believe it was on a Nikkei stream? Okay, well... There's only been a few Nikkei streams, so... Yeah. Rushes into the room. Her movements are chaotic and quick, but her shoulders bend under the severity of this situation. Marie jumps, raising the pan. Yo! The young Tross is desperate when she stands by the door to another room. She opens it, revealing an ordinary, simple workroom of one of her parents, but she doesn't even look inside. She speaks to them.
It was my room! Here! You painted stars on the ceiling for me, Mom! You ran out of yellow paint, so you finished them with pink. You said the pink stars are beautiful because they're unique. And Dad built a box of toys for me. One you could slide under the bed, and the bed was big. Nana would come to me when I couldn't sleep. I remember everything. Please. Where is she? She'll recognize me.
I want to move closer, but her mother stands in my way. The old man looks upset. There's no anger in him, but neither is joy. He can only offer his daughter shock and sadness.
My mother died almost 10 years ago. When I lost my job, I had to sell most of the things you speak of to help us survive. All I have left of her is a recipe for sweet buns.
Enough.
My daughter is dead.
Stop.
What are you? You demon! What are you? Why are you tormenting us? It's me. Mom, please. I would recognize my daughter. In any place, at any time, even after half a century. I'm looking at you and I don't see my little girl. You're nothing like her. I don't know what you are, but you must leave. Stop. Never come here again. Get out!
I can't hear my thoughts. Caught between the inconsolable woman's screams, the deadly silence of her husband, and Alba's desperate sobs. Stop, stop, stop!
I'm sorry.
Sorry!
I'm so sorry.
Alba! I try to catch her when she passes me in the door, running outside and crying loudly. I automatically turn to the exit, giving her parents a furious look. Her parents? Or strangers? What the hell is going on? I rush to follow her, but a strong grip stops me. Hey, yo? I look over my shoulder at the gaunt man. Marie hides her face in her hands. I can hear her sobs over her husband's husky voice.
Bring her back, please.
I reluctantly nod, although it's the last thing I want. Not after how they treated Alba. Well, that sure was fun. Ooh, it's just ambient noise. I step outside with delay. The wind lashes my cheeks, but it's no longer blissful and crisp. It's cold and unpleasant. I turn to the house and notice Joseph in the doorway. We can say the family meeting was a darned failure.
Right, darned failure.
But we came here with a purpose. Alba should warn them, but she's no longer on the horizon. She disappeared into the maze of rocks and streets. Damn, we do have a lot of choices to make here. Regardless of what happened, I should warn them. I'll get Alba first, and then we'll decide together. I mean, if they really are her parents, like, you know, regardless, like, something fucky is clearly happening here. So, I don't necessarily know if we, you know, if it's right for us to just not warn them. So, get her? I mean, like, I can tell him, and it shouldn't take me that long, right? I mean, granted, like, here's the thing. You always try and logic things out when you're playing these types of games, but real-world logic doesn't really come into play. In my mind, I'm thinking I can just quickly tell them about, you know, all this, and then I can go after Alba, but in-game, they're probably gonna make it be like, yeah, you're gonna be there for 10 minutes explaining the whole situation to them, and then you'll go find her. Let me see. What did it say? Alba should warn them, but she's no longer on the horizon. We came here with a purpose. Okay. This is the first one where I wanna do a new save. Let's come down here. Okay. I am going to say we'll go get Alba. Because her dad wants us to bring her back anyway. So if we're going to be coming back anyway, might as well just go after her quickly. Alright, let's go. Whatever. I don't want to talk to them after how poorly they treated Alba. As soon as I find her, I'll talk to the authorities. What? She should decide what to do with her parents? As soon as I make the first step on the stairs leading downhill, I get goosebumps. First, I hear a tune. A sound of bells hanging near the door, rattling without wind. Without a wind? I thought you just said, like, the wind was lashing at your face. Not the right thing to do? We'll see. The air is still. Then there's a tremor. Uh-oh. Pebbles fall down the cliff when the ground begins to shake. I mean, hey! If it just happened, it's not like... If the attack is just starting now, it's not like me telling them what, like, right now would have, changed anything. Surprised, I crouch and cling to the ground to stay put. The tremor is sudden but weak. It ends after a few seconds, echoing only in the sea. Foamy waves furiously attack the cliffs and drown the beach, awakened by the rock moving beneath them. What the hell was that? I turn to ask Joseph, but he already disappeared into the house. He doesn't seem bothered at all and just slams the door like nothing happened. I carefully get up, not feeling the danger anymore. Was it a dream? No, I can see the villagers picking up items fallen from the windowsills. No one is shouting. No one is talking about it. No one is interested in it. I'm the only one with goosebumps. I look at the horizon. White clouds float lazily all over the blue sky. No enemies are coming. Whatever it was, it can't have been an attack. Tross's anxiety infects me. Time doesn't stop. We have less and less. I roll up my sleeves and move forward to find my missing lost plane before it's too late. Oh, now she's our lost plane, huh? How far did she run? I carefully climbed down the street we walked before. Ugh! I'm feeling less and less. I'm feeling less and less confident about not telling them. Oh, there's gonna be an attack before we could get back to them, isn't there? I don't know. I don't know. Should we commit? should we commit and just let whatever's gonna happen? Or should we save Scum? Should we puss out and save Scum? I bet an attack's gonna happen. Yeah, I am too. I know, here's the thing. I know lots of people usually don't like to apparently lots of people don't like to play these types of games because they don't like having to make these types of choices. But I don't know. What do you guys want to do? Do you want us to commit and follow through, or should we go back and do the choice that's probably going to end up being the better one? Let it fly and see. Yeah, we wanna just let what happens happen. Ooh, she's probably not going to be happy with us then. Go through? Ah, shit. All right. Yep. Well, her parents are dead meat then. I'm gonna find her. We're gonna talk things out. We're gonna go back to her house, and yeah, whole house is probably gonna be crushed underneath a pile of rocks after the attack begins. Ugh. I'm one of those people that don't play choice matter games. Oh, yeah. When it's you. When it's not you playing, you're like, oh yeah, just do it. Just do it, you wimp. Oh, all right, fine. Looking around, I can't see the familiar violet hair anywhere. I begin to worry. Alba was in bad shape when she ran out of the house. It's not surprising. The meeting, I don't know what to think. Tross talks so much about her village, family, and Nana. The feelings she displayed then were too convincing to be a lie. It must be her village. They must be her parents. So why don't they recognize her? Their anger and sorrow were so real. I don't know if anyone could pretend so well. And what reason would they have? What happened in the last 10 years that made them forget about their daughter? The last 15 minutes caused so much chaos in my mind that I decide to think about it later. I stuff it deep inside my head, into a drawer you use for odds and ends with nowhere else to be stored. The most important thing right now is to find Alba. But where could she have gone? I'm not familiar with the area. I frantically search my memories for any place she could hide in. As I roam the village, I notice a bakery signboard in the distance and head there. The shop's small, cozy interior is filled with a wonderful smell of freshly baked pastries that could entice Alba. Can I be honest, I hope that you actually make a rebellion team against the king. That would be pretty metal, wouldn't it? Some people just love to stress eat. But when I look inside, there's no lost plane. I move on, diving into narrow streets and crossing the bridges between the islets. Islets. Yeah, this is feeling more and more like we made the wrong choice, because I feel like her dad would have maybe been like, hey, if she really is my daughter, then when she was upset, she would usually go here. Some of them are part of the park or path we took before. Some remain a mystery to me. I spot the newspaper vendor near his stand. He's sitting on a fold-out chair, dejected. Looks like he gave up on selling newspapers. The area is less busy now, too. Some people went inside to hide from the scorching sun. I make my way to him and ask if he saw Alba, but the sound of laughter and fun reaches me halfway. The garden of one of the cottages is brimming with people, some of them even standing on the street. Music comes from the inside of the house and nearly everyone is holding a drink or food. A party, and lots of guests. I mull over who to approach. Some of the partygoers are wallflowers looking around and gossiping. If Alba ran by, she would give them something to talk about. On the other hand, the newspaper vendor is on the lookout for customers, keen like a hawk. Someone will surely know something. Who should I... God! Like, literally, every 5 steps we take, we've got a new choice to make. Now, I can't imagine people at a party would be paying too much attention to, you know, people passing by on the streets. So, yeah, I'm gonna ask the newspaper man. Newspaper man? Yeah. The man on the chair instantly catches my gaze. Seeing a potential customer, he stands up and grabs the nearest freshly printed paper. I immediately notice the headline I saw before. Lies of the Veil, end is near. Ignoring a pang of anxiety, I smile at him nervously. You look like a soldier. We have some more truths in our newspaper today, something the government is hiding. I wanna make this guy sound like the, this is gonna be a really deep cut. But the outdoor, I don't even know what kind of a store this was, but there was a deleted scene in Tenacious D and the Pick of Destiny, which is actually where the song, The Government Totally Sucks comes from. And, he's just this guy who's you know, very anti-government, and he's like a conspiracy theorist, but he runs this store where they sell like walkie-talkies and rope and grappling hooks and camo and stuff like that. I'm gonna use his voice. A what now? Yeah, exactly. All right. What was his voice like? It was like what were some of the things he said? It's like trying to make us buy their prophylactics. Rib for her pleasure. What the fuck is that even supposed to mean? Underground resistance, it's real. Oh god, that hit the portion of my throat that got fucked by the flu. Alright. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. Uh-huh. No, thank you. I just wanted to ask you something. Did you see a girl running by? A girl? She was rather distinctive. Short violet hair, military uniform. I'm just selling newspapers, boy. This is what I do. Huh. You don't seem to have many customers. Ha! Yeah, right. What a place it is. They live so close to the Veil. You would think they'd be interested in the world around them. Who knows how long this damn thing will stand? They care about nothing but celebrating and grilling fish. He gestures toward the crowded house I pass by. His voice is bitter. Wake up, sheeple! I look at the stack of unsold newspapers. Well, it won't hurt to buy one. Maybe it'll jog his memory. I take out small change from my pocket and put it on the counter. Vendor eagerly reaches for the coins. Here you are, good man. At least one person here can read. Maybe it's time to move the business. Anyway, I didn't see any girl. You could check over there. Follow this street, you'll find a tavern. Lots of people go there. And there's a meadow beyond it. A viewpoint quite charming. Thanks for the tip, sir. You don't seem to be a local. Have you been living here in Loonfell for long? On the contrary, just got here a week ago. Don't get me wrong, the village is pretty, but bad for business because people don't buy newspapers. If only a whole pack of children. I swear some of these little brats stole my money. The tavern only serves fish 1 day old on top of that. Not to mention the quakes that destroyed my first stand. Quakes? The earthquakes! There was one just a moment ago! Yes, I felt it too. Do you know what it is? It seemed disturbing. How do I know? The others say it's normal. But the birds know something. You need to look at the birds. The birds? Don't you see? They flew away. All of them. They always disappear before an earthquake. They'll be back tomorrow, if at all. They still have a place to return to. Reaching the authorities will take me some time. Maybe I should warn the people I meet? This man surely has a strong voice. On the other hand, nobody seems to listen. If all he does is shout conspiracy theories every day, my warning will probably just blend in with his other crazy ideas. But the more people know what's going on, the sooner we can return to Sky Fortress.
Oh, dang it. Is this how we're going to be doing it? Oh, we were supposed to... I'm assuming this is how we're actually gonna warn them. Oh, boy. Voice is definitely a conspiracy sounding guy. Yeah. Okay. All right, fine. Let's warn him. I guess her parents are dead. I'm assuming that every person we warn will get out alive. Ooh. Listen, my name is Walter. I'm a Royal Air Force lieutenant. I don't know what's in your newspaper, but you're right. The Veil is no longer keeping us safe. The Empire crossed into our territory yesterday morning. We suspect the breach in the Veil is near Lunefell, on the northern border. What? I reach into my pocket and take out a folded piece of paper. Shit! Then maybe I should have talked to the party goers and told all of them. Oh. The orders we got at night, I give it to the vendor as proof, hoping it's enough to convince the authorities of what he says is real. Unlike before. The government doesn't want the public to know. They don't want to cause panic. But it's not safe here. Are you serious? Holy! I was right! I knew it! Stay calm. I need you to pass the information on to the authorities of Lunefell, and to as many locals as possible. They must prepare for evacuation. Everyone should move inland. The farther from the Veil, the better. Can you do that? Yes. Yes, I can. I will. Oh my. The wariness on his face is replaced by fear and tension. The vendor quickly shoves the newspapers into a large bag with the rest of the goods. Muttering under his breath, he looks at me for confirmation twice, as if thinking it's not real, until the very end. I look at my watch. The minutes pass inexorably? I don't know if that's correct. The pressure hits me. I bid the man goodbye as he runs off. He'll find the people in charge faster than me, that's for sure. I must find Alba. I head in the direction he showed me. It's unlikely I'll find Alba in the tavern, but it's on the way. Following a road paved with pebbles, I look at the sky and roofs. The lack of seagulls hits me harder than before. It's so empty. Like by the stream. Oh, I'm nervous, boys. Oh, I guess everything's fine. The the calm music is back. The tavern is on the way to the viewpoint, and it won't hurt to look inside. There's a robot bartender! I push the creaky door and look around for Violet Hair. At first glance, the interior is nearly empty. The tavern works as a local bar and is furnished as such. Like the rest of the village, it has its unique vibe, although it's not very luxurious. Bro, that view is nice! Like, I'm not gonna lie, it would be nice to be a bartender here. Sunlight shines in through large windows and a faraway murmur of the waves reaches my ears. The villagers are at the tables, holding mugs or glasses. The smell of fried food lingers in the air. Most of the customers are men. They turn their heads en masse as soon as the door cracks open. I feel their stares as I close it, implying I'm going to stay here. At least for a while. The tavern has nooks behind the columns I plan to snoop around before I write it off. Gradually, the men stop paying attention to me and begin to chatter again. It must be because of my uniform. On the way to the bar at the back of the room, I look around with interest, taking in spare decorations on the walls. View's dope? Yeah. Just need coffee shop ambient, relaxing music. That could probably go here as well. These bloody machines always making me feel uneasy. Wow! Dude, your waifu is like half machine. Chill. Passing a column, I step forward when I notice something unusual. I like how they've got this blue bottle on the bottom of the shelves of the shelf here. Like, that's clearly supposed to be a riff on Bombay Sapphire, and I love how the Bombay Sapphire is so distinctive that anytime a bar is made in media, it's always got to have that one standout blue bottle, and you know what it's supposed to be.
Never heard of it? You never heard of it? You've seen it. You've seen it before. It's a blue bottle and it's gin. And yeah, like it's always at every bar. You always see it. It's kind of the bar standard for gin. I don't think it's the best gin, but it's definitely the most well known. I think it's like a middle shelf kind of a gin. I think it's only about like maybe $30 at the grocery store, which granted, there's much cheaper gin than it, but yeah, it's I've had it before once. I think it was decent. Nope, plus I don't want to have an argument with my liver. I mean, you don't have to drink it to know what it is. Like, you know what whiskey is without having to drink it, so, you know. There's way less distinctive whiskeys that I can point out on here. Maybe that's Glenlivet, or there's definitely no, or maybe that's Johnny Walker back there. Kind of looks like it. Anywho, I'm getting distracted by bottles. We've got an attack to try and avoid here. Passing a call on my step forward when I notice something unusual. Only one bar stool is occupied. My heart rate spikes as I meet a woman's gaze. Hey, yo! There's the other waifu! Look at her, there she is. Hey, man, alrighty. Lame joke, why the alcoholic rubbed the bottle? He wanted to summon a gene. That was terrible. Every time I wanted to see that lame joke, that was awful. That was god awful, and you should be ashamed of yourself, Vic. Alrighty. Ooh, they've got the fun ball cubes. Even though it's a ball, I still call it an ice cube. But it's not a very clear ice cube though. For a split second, I think it's Alba. How? She literally looks nothing like her. Okay. Dang, she's fine. It's yeah, she nice. She nice. How? Yeah, exactly. Only later do I realize I couldn't be more wrong. Yeah, a little bit. It's impossible to ignore her, and it's not because she's the only woman here. A shock of wavy blonde hair is radiant, shining like a lighthouse guiding sailors at night. Oh my god, this fucking whoever this writer is even uses the lighthouse metaphor that I always seem to gravitate towards. She literally has blonde hair. Yeah, I almost mistook her for my friend, despite the fact that she literally has hair that's exactly the opposite of my friend. Long and bright blonde. Her slender body reveals the power inside. Does it? Is that what it reveals? And her pose shows no fear or hesitation. She's literally just sitting there. What are you talking about, her pose? At the same time, her face is a bit ethereal. Power and softness intertwined in a subtle, balanced waltz like someone else I know. In the simple interior, the woman's military uniform is like a symbol of prestige. In a way, it makes her even more out of place. She doesn't seem to care. Her finger traces the rim of the glass, circling mindlessly. She hears my footsteps. Blonde hair bounces when she turns to me.
What's up?
Oh, hello. Heavy cough. Her gaze is hypnotizing. Oh-ho. She looks at me like she knows my identity and purpose. Well, she can probably see your military uniform, bro. There's something familiar gleaming in her blue eyes. A spark of power. A symbol on her bracelet reminds me of something, but the memory is blurred. Like a dream fading away persistently when you try to remember it. I feel we've met before, but when and where? She's surrounded by a mystical aura that's hard to describe. My stomach is churning when I reach a stool near her. Uh-oh. Oh, don't drop your spaghetti, man. Just don't do it. Is she... No, impossible. Excuse me. Have we met before? You seem familiar. She's like, that is the most cliche pickup line I've ever heard. Also, what's that tattoo on her thigh? 6572, or is it 6752? Who could say? He's definitely dropping his spaghetti, man. She rests her cheek on her bent hand and tilts her head. An emotion passes her face, too fleeting to identify. At first glance, it seems to be irritation or fatigue. But I only asked a simple question.
Nope.
No, I don't think we have. Well, not a super effective conversation starter. I clear my throat to hide my embarrassment. Suddenly, the sun rays on my cheek disappear. A shadow looms over me as soon as I sit down. I turn my head to the drone hovering over the counter. Also, why are we here? I thought we were A, looking for our friend, and 2, trying to warn everybody so that they don't die. There you go, and hope you can find our girl before the attack starts. Well, at the rate we're going, I don't think we are. But hey, thanks for stopping in, Drew. Appreciate it. Stay groovy, and hopefully we'll see you again soon. I cringe involuntarily. Damn machine, it sneaked up on me. No, it didn't. You're just fucking racist against robots for whatever reason. The drone is silent, but I feel its fiery stare. No, you don't. It looks like the bartender. It must be waiting for me to order instead of sitting with a dry mouth. I take a peek at the woman's glass. She takes a small sip. The drink is orange and it looks good, refreshing, perfect for a hot day. On the one hand, I'd love to drink something after the last hour and relax, but I'm on duty. What should I do? I'll have what shit. Dude, no! We've got to focus! Okay? Focus! The drone judges me when I hold my hands up in defense. It must see I'm not interested. The machines are intelligent enough to mix drinks and run a bar, and I'm supposed to believe the poor guy doesn't understand my silence? I sigh and shake my head. Wow, what is with this robot phobia? God. Yeah, I think I'll pass. The bartender turns around angrily, and one of its mechanical limbs cuts the air just above my head.
Watch out.
Bruh! I duck in panic, unwilling to take a hit from my mature abstinence. I could bet the drone mutters something to itself when it grabs a cloth to furiously scrub the already clean counter. But you can't just attack people like that, man. I mean, I may not be a customer, but, you know. It's silly. Drones can't speak. You didn't miss a thing. I glance at the woman who's eyeing her glass with reservation. I wouldn't wish this drink upon my worst enemy. That bad, huh? I smile to myself when she mockingly takes another small sip. All the better I didn't take the bait. I watch the woman covertly, and she's looking everywhere but at me. Something about her reminds me of Alba, although they aren't similar in any way, despite the fact that you mistook her for her. Did you see another girl here? She has short violet hair and a tattoo like yours on her shoulder.
Nope.
Huh. Okay. You look like a soldier. Are you with the Kingdom's forces? You surely are. You wouldn't recognize your own. She half smiles, glancing at her tattoo. Maybe it's a coincidence, but when she turns her head, blonde locks cover her shoulder and the mark. Our army is large. I don't know everyone. Were you assigned to this village? Why would anyone get assigned to this place? After yesterday. Oh? What happened yesterday? Please tell me. Her suspicious smile shows she's well aware of the events. She's wearing a uniform, but is it enough to trust her? Damn it, we came here to warn everyone anyway. If she doesn't know, she'll find out sooner than later. The Empire breached the veil. It's not safe here. She traces the brim of the glass with the tip of her finger, watching me for a moment. It seems my warning didn't impress her. She ignores my words and smirks. Thanks for the warning. But isn't it, like, confidential? Uh-huh, kinda. Don't worry. I won't tell anyone. She winks at me, and I feel she's not as serious as she should be. Heh. Must be nice, though. What? Spending your afternoon here? This village seems like a very lovely place, don't you think? No, not at all. Hope I can leave this cursed place sooner than later. Not the answer I was expecting. The woman averts her eyes, taking another sip of the drink and scowls. Although I brightened her face a little, she tensed as soon as I mentioned the village. Maybe the idyllic vibe isn't everyone's cup of tea, but calling it a cursed place seems a bit dramatic. She can't be a local, so she's probably here for a reason. But what reason? I hardly learned anything from her. If I had more time, I could press her for answers until she would lose patience. But I don't have time. I must find Alba, fix this mess, and begin the evacuation. I curse in my mind. I have no choice but to cut the meeting short. Well, it was nice meeting you. I'm Walter, by the way.
Fine.
Nice to meet you, too. I wait for her to introduce herself, but she only looks at me. Wow, rude. She's like the bartender, pretending not to take a hint. Well, maybe I'll find her here when the evacuation is over. Something tells me it's not the last time I see her. I bow politely and she nods at me. I rush to the exit, trying to make up for the precious minutes I spent here. Only the viewpoint left. Dang. The wind whips my cheeks as I climb a flat peak of the highest cliff. The stairs leading up are narrow and treacherous. I silently thank the island for not shaking again. I doubt I'd enjoy the fall. So many questions swarm in my mind. What happened at Alba's parents' house, and what's waiting for us if we return? Who was the woman at the bar? Why do I feel like I should know her? Was she like Alba? Another lost plane I didn't recognize immediately? Gosh, it'd make me a terrible pilot. After a few minutes of the climb, I reach the top. I notice a violet spot against the blue sky. Aha! My heart races, overjoyed that the strenuous search was successful. Finally! I nearly run to her. Why don't we run to her? We've spent so much time. Oh boy. Only when I'm close do I see a small bench she's sitting on. With her arms wrapped around her legs, her forehead rested against her knees, she's hiding from the world. When I reach her, she's shaking as if cold. Or crying. Hey. Are you okay? Tross doesn't react at first, but I know she heard me. I let her sit in silence if that's what she needs. I put my hands in my pockets. Although the day is warm, the wind is cool at this height. The view before me is quite nice. From above, the village looks like a sea of islets and buildings, placed without rhyme or reason. Every exploitable piece of space is covered with structures, whether it's a platform hollowed in the cliff or the beach. It seems so distant here. The chatter of people and the buzz of the party don't reach this place. If I needed a bit of solitude, I'd probably come here too. I glance at Alba. She turned her head, resting her cheek against her knee. Her face is red, wet with tears, eyes swollen. I hesitantly approach her. There's a lot of space on the bench, so I slowly sit down on its other end. I don't want to startle her. She's still not speaking. We sit like that for a long while. I wish I could find the words to cheer her up.
I just don't understand it. Why would they treat me this way?
Hearing her weak voice, I glance at her. She straightens a little. Her hair is a mess, gaze absent, looking in the distance. At the deep sea, at the horizon, the sun is going to meet soon. And yet she probably sees nothing. I wish I knew, Alba. I really do. Maybe something happened while you were gone.
What could be so terrible to make them forget their daughter?
Something terrible. Do you know how long you were gone?
I don't know exactly.
Do you remember your last meeting?
Yes, it was a long time ago. It's blurry. I think I didn't want to leave. I cried. But Mom said everything will be all right, and I believed her.
That's all?
I don't know.
She was taken forcefully. Yeah. She was taken by force, and I'm assuming... Well, her parents said that they don't recognize her. She must have looked different. She must have looked different before they took her in. I feel like they didn't know that she was a lost plane, and then like maybe her powers hadn't awakened or something. And so yeah, that's the conclusion that I'm coming to so far. And yeah, if she remembers that she didn't want to leave, then yeah, that kind of tracks with her being taken by force. I don't want to necessarily say her parents might have like sold her or something, I don't know, but yeah, so that's just what the conclusion I'm coming to right now, is that she was taken forcefully. Also, I noticed this little heart graffiti on the back of the bench. Huh.
I was too small. Everything is so blurred. Why did they never reach out?
I'm sure they didn't want to upset you. You have a lot going on, especially now. It doesn't make sense at all.
I remember my childhood in detail. I remember the sweet buns and the stew. I remember going to school. The teacher would always let us go to the playground. Nana told me to collect seashells. I used them to pay for sweet buns at home. She kept them in a tall jar. But when I try to remember... I don't know, Walter. I don't understand what's going on. Why is it like that? Why do they treat me like this? Like I was a nobody. Like I was nothing. Why is Nana dead? Why is it so?
I freeze when her breath becomes spasmodic. Tross's swollen eyes fill with tears again, and she hides her face from me in her hands. God, it's never nice when like you get the tears out, and then like you wipe them away, you feel like you're good, and then like, I don't know, a little bit later more tears start coming. It's just that like feeling of like the itchiness concentrating behind your eyes again. She shakes her head as if trying to negate her reality. Our reality. Do 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 do. Oh god, it suddenly turns into a DDLC collab, and Lee's just sitting over there just like, man, I told you! Maybe if I knew more, I would know how to help her. Something must have happened to bring us here. Her parents don't recognize her, but maybe if she tells them the last thing she remembers. What happened during their last meeting? Maybe she remembers more than she says. Damn it. I don't know what to do. If I don't get more information out of her, we may not figure out how to fix it. But when I see her struggling to breathe, rocking back and forth, I think she might have a panic attack. I don't want to make it worse. Ooh. Yeah, so it looks like we're trying to, if we question her more, we'll get maybe more lore and information, but you know, that's not going to necessarily get us closer to, you know, bringing her back to her parents' place and, you know, us being able to reconcile anything of what we're trying to make happen here. So, God, what is this? This is like the 5th choice that I've had to make so far, and it's like it's not even been an hour and a half, man. Okay, let's calm everything down, and then we'll hash things out once we get back. Shh. Steady now. Hesitantly, I scoot over closer to her. I don't know what to do in such situations. I never did. But looking at her, I know I must do something before it's too late. I don't want her to feel bad. I reach out to her and put my hand on her shoulder. I stroke it tentatively, soothingly. Oh, what's happening? Suddenly, Tross leans to me so quickly that my mind doesn't register it fully.
Hey, we in, boys.
She rests her cheek on my shoulder, letting her hair fall on her face, hiding it from me. I do my best to breathe steadily and calmly, although my heart is racing so fast I'm afraid of a heart attack. With difficulty, I avert my eyes and look at the sea sparkling in the sun. Oh, my boy. Just keep your spaghetti on your plate. Each second stretches in time like a minute of my thoughts. Words I could say if I could seize them. I say nothing. I wouldn't know what would be best anyway. We just sit in silence, deep in our thoughts, until I hear Tross's breathing calms down. She raises a shaky hand to brush her hair away from her forehead and tears from her eyes. Only when our gazes meet do we realize how close we are to each other. It's not a junkyard, but... Alba blushes, and I feel even more embarrassed than before. She jumps on the bench and straightens, her cheek leaves my shoulder. I hastily move to the other side.
Nice try, poster boy.
What? I didn't try anything!
Sure you didn't.
She crosses her arms and legs, turning her back on me. Hey, you know what? At least she's in a better mood now. Walter's such a spaghetti-spilling beta. God damn, man. Oh. She blows lightly to move away her hair from her nose. Although her face is red, I see some amusement piercing through embarrassment.
Thank you.
Thank you, Walter. That really helped.
Don't mention it.
Yay, we made the right choice, boys.
Thought it might. For a while, we sit in silence again, looking ahead and lost deep in thought. It seems we're thinking the same thing. Alba confirms my assumption a moment later, turning to me.
What should I do, Walter? I don't know if we should go back there. I don't know what to do.
What do you want to do, Alba? She's quiet for a moment.
I want to talk to them, but I don't know if they want to.
They do, I'm sure. Your dad asked me to bring you back.
What?
Really?
I think they know something, Alba. Maybe they don't recognize you, but there must be more to it. Relief floods my heart at the sight of a shy smile lighting up her face. Yeah! Hope. The least and the most I can offer her. Alba looks around, like only now did she realize where we are and what time it is. Her eyes fill with fear again, but it's different from the one in her parents' house. She jumps to her legs and cleans herself up. She brushes her violet hair with fingers, trying to make them look normal. She brushes her violet hair with fingers! With the back of her hand, she wipes her tears away, fanning herself as if it could make them dry faster.
It's getting late. Oh dear, Walter. We've lost so much time. I've wasted so much time, and I can feel it. I feel...
Relax. They've been warned. The authorities should have received the message by now.
Did they, though? I don't know, man. I only warned one guy. One guy that nobody pays attention to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they already began evacuating.
Oh, you did it, Walter.
Thank you.
Don't thank me yet. I completely stopped thinking about it after you know what.
How unprofessional, Miss Tross.
Excuse me?
Hey!
I'm kidding. Let's go try and talk to your parents one more time before they evacuate as well. When we hurriedly leave the viewpoint, I notice the streets below us are crowded. The people are heading somewhere. It looks like the evacuation has started. Hey! They are evacuating! Okay, well, then what's gonna happen with their parents? Oh, God. Half the way down, I hear a distant wail of a siren. Reason tells me it's unnecessary. There's no sign of enemies on the horizon, at least now. The alarm is supposed to rush the villagers and show them that it's serious. Still, it makes the hair on my neck stand on end.
Impossible!
This feels so surreal.
I know, but it's good. It means they're evacuating. Everything's gonna be okay.
I hope you're right, Walter.
Let's hurry. This alarm gives me the creeps. We hurry down the treacherous path as fast as we can. When we reach the streets, I notice the newspaper vendor rushing the people. He's trying to help instead of saving himself first. Hey! Our conspiracy theorist guy! He pulled through! He disappears behind the corner when I follow Alba, pushing through the crowd toward her parents' house. Toward her house. After the arduous journey through the village, we reach the same rundown garden. It's been so long since the Empire breached the veil that I begin to feel the pressure of time. The house is on the outskirts and looks as calm as before, as if nothing was happening or going to happen. Alba looks at me hesitantly before she goes to the door. Her raised hand stops mid-air. I'm not surprised she's scared now. I step up to her and confidently knock on the door with my knuckles. The door creaks open warily and a familiar face appears in the gap. Joseph glances at me and then at Alba. He carefully opens the door timidly, as if unsure how far he can go. Hi. We're here to...
You're a lost plane, aren't you?
Eh?
Marie's tense face appears behind Joseph's shoulder. Alba freezes, unsure what to say. It's the first time Joseph addresses her without animosity, so she nods with reservation. I wonder if he recognizes her. He seems surprised, but noticed that Tross doesn't look like a regular soldier. On the other hand, maybe he read about her in a newspaper. We just want to talk. Whatever's going on, it concerns you as well. Can we come in? The man nods and moves to let us pass. Marie steps back, crossing her arms on her chest, still tensed. She's watching us suspiciously when we're invited to the dining room. Alright, well, okay, so they're not dead. That's good, at least. Are they going to evacuate, though? Would they have evacuated immediately if I had warned them? Since I didn't warn them, are they going to... I don't know, man. I'm just nervous. Man leads us to the table and gestures for us to sit down. He pulls the chair for Alba before I can, either as an expression of hospitality or regular politeness. Marie enters the kitchen annex to put the kettle on. Before we begin, there's one urgent matter we have to talk about.
Right, the evacuation began. We heard the authorities' message.
It's a time-sensitive matter. Without the protection of the Veil, if the Empire strikes, Lunefell will be first on their way.
Well, there's not much we can do in that time frame, but such is life.
Will the evacuation be a problem for Lunefell? Do you have a place to go?
The villagers won't be eager to leave, but we have boats to move their possessions.
Hope they don't have it where they stay behind and have Alba in distress. Yeah.
They'll be fine.
We'll do our best to protect Lunefell if the enemy strikes. Still, only the evacuation can guarantee your safety, in case something does go awry.
I'm aware of it, and so is my wife.
Something's wrong. I look at Marie when she approaches us with teacups and kettle. She sets the teacups before us and calmly pours the tea. She and Joseph don't act like I expected. The only barrier that protected their home from the cruelty of the outside world probably no longer does. They should begin to pack, not make us tea.
Do you and Ma... Do you have enough time to evacuate?
Yes, but we aren't going to.
Huh? It's not a joke. The veil no longer provides the protection it did. Without it, the Empire can crush you to dust.
How many times did we hear the veil will protect us and a war is coming?
There's a hint of irony in her voice. Joseph may be convinced to talk to us, but Marie is a tough nut to crack. Oh, so they just don't believe it. Oh, you stubborn old goats. This is where the goats left to. Still, I need to control myself and not offend them. Their attitude is unreasonable, naive. Sir, madam, we saw them. Alba and I. I saw the enemy units on our side of the veil with my own eyes. On our territory. We fought them. They don't come in peace. The veil was created to protect us from them, and it seems it no longer does. If not today, they may come tomorrow. We can ensure your safety today to evacuate, but...
We're not going anywhere.
Dad, please.
Walter, you need to understand something. We've been living here for nearly 20 years.
That's not even that long. Like, yes, it's long, but like a lot of old people would be like,
I've been living in this house for nigh on 50 years now. I was born in this house and I'll die in this house.
so I mean, 20. Come on, man. Come on. Old people and stubbornness. Yarp.
Loonfell is our home. We won't abandon it just because of a danger on the horizon.
You aren't abandoning anything. If we find the breach,
we'll be suddenly safe. Tell me, Walter, if the Empire breaches the veil, will it matter where? If they declare war on us, it will reach us sooner or later. If I must choose where I die, I'd rather stay home. I want to protect it until the very end.
Damn it. Like talking to a wall. The Empire has already breached the veil. But the island isn't lost. Our presence here makes the difference. You don't know what Alba can do. The girl looks at me with gratitude, her eyes still swollen. She blushes, embarrassed by the compliment, but hey, it's true.
You're right. We don't know. That's why we won't base our decision on that.
Even if it comes to the worst, you can start over somewhere else. You can rebuild. Staying here is an unnecessary risk.
Yes! Come on, man. Friggin', Asgard isn't a place, it's a people. Whoops, wrong quote.
Please.
On the contrary, I think it's necessary. Loonfell is my home. Our home. If the Empire invades the village, we're going to protect it. We don't run away, lass. It's not in our nature.
I bite my tongue to stop myself from commenting on how stupid this man is. I begin to understand where Alba gets her stubbornness. Oi. It's cute when it's about innocent things, but here it's completely different. Tross raises her cup with shaky hands and takes a sip. I follow her lead. Marie joins us at the table, sitting next to her husband. She seems to agree with him, so I don't plan to pressure them. Their safety is my and Alba's business up in the air. We won't talk about it now.
Does the name Mia ring a... Oh, does the name Mia ring a bell?
Wait,
does the name Mia rings a bell?
Oh boy, more ESL. I follow Joseph's gaze when he looks at Alba. Marie lowers her head, staring at her hands. I notice it again. Suffering hidden behind a mask woven by time. The pain of mourning, casting new blood-red light on the situation.
I'm not sure. It kind of sounds familiar, but it's been so long since I heard it.
Mia!
What?
Our daughter Mia!
Wait, what?
We never planned to stay in Loonfell for long, just for a few years. But when Mia appeared, everything changed. She was our joy, our bundle of nerves. a trouble jumping on the rocks that transformed our lives. The village seemed like a good place for a child, away from the noise of a city in a small, trusted community. Mia loved this place. She liked to pick flowers and help her mother in the kitchen. She played with goats, although they always pulled her hair. She would secretly eat Nana's raw dough until her stomach hurt. She was such a wild child, it was hard to keep up with her. And then she fell ill.
I hold my breath when the woman puts her cup down with a clatter. Alba looks at her, frozen like a stone statue. Neither of us dares to speak. Joseph's eyes, lit up by happy memories, now darken again.
Nobody in the village knew what to do. They said it was an illness of the blood. Her condition rapidly worsened. We didn't know how to help her.
Condition of the blood. I feel like that's an old way of referring to one particular illness, but I can't remember what it is. I don't think it's sickle cell, but that's the only like blood-related illness that I can think of. I don't think sickle cell is lethal though.
The king's envoys came from the capital. They took our little girl away. The capital has large modern hospitals. They had the equipment to save her life. They didn't let us go with her.
So, did they turn her into a lost plane?
More children fell ill in Loonfell. It was contagious. They couldn't allow. They snatched my little girl from
my arms.
As parents, we did everything we could to save her. We moved heaven and earth. We visited nearby cities, found doctors, and everyone told us to take the child to the hospital.
They didn't even come here in person.
The doctors said,
"She's gone."
The chaos of their confessions shakes me to the core. I'm trying to put the puzzle together. I reach for Alba's pale hand under the table, hanging loosely at her side. I squeeze it gently, friendly, when the silence becomes deafening.
We couldn't even say goodbye. Only her ashes came back from the capital in an urn.
Those weren't her ashes.
And her favorite plushie, a violet.
His voice is stuck in his throat. I'm not surprised. No words seem proper now. Right. Real.
I wasn't there for her.
I don't know what to say. I'm so sorry for you. I'm interrupted by a sharp scrape of a moved chair. Marie averts her gaze, hiding from us. She stands up, hunching under the burden of painful memories, and heads for another room. Without saying goodbye, I'm too shocked to speak. Joseph's eyes shine with tears. He doesn't follow his wife to stop her or offer comfort. The wound in their hearts is too deep. 10 years isn't enough to heal it. The man bends over the table and stares at Alba, who I swear stops breathing. I see something in his gaze. A sprouting grain of hope. Nothing more and nothing less that Alba can give him.
Is it really you?
A dam inside Alba gives up, yielding to a powerful wave of emotions. She chokes with tears and reaches out to her father. Pale hands rest on the tabletop, waiting to be held.
I remember the goats. One had a bell on a red ribbon because she would always get lost. Mom loved spending time in the garden. I helped her dig holes, and we would plant seeds together. It was a teddy bear. A violet teddy bear with a drooped ear, wasn't it?
Oh dear.
The The man takes her hands, and I can barely contain a sigh of relief. The room fills with sobbing, making me feel like a third wheel. I don't understand. Is Mia Alba? Is this what happened?
Is this what happened to you in all these years? They made you a lost plane?
I don't know.
I don't know, Dad, but it's me. I missed you so much.
Whoa, what the fuck? My radio activates, catching a close signal and brutally bringing me back to reality. A signal. A short-range signal. Where's it coming from? Is it our other girl? I glance at a large window with a view of the sea and islands. The sky is slowly turning orange. Shit. We don't have much time. I'll give you some privacy. Alba, I'll wait outside, alright? It seems like the girl can't hear me. Her face is wet from tears, but she's smiling widely with disbelief. Good. She deserves it. I nod at Mr. Tross, who stands up to hug his daughter. Before I leave, I look at the door Marie disappeared behind. It's hard to believe she's missing such a glorious moment. But it must be hard. I can't even imagine how devastating the loss of a child can be, especially the way they experienced it. Everyone has a right to their reaction to the fact of a potential child's return after so many years, whatever it is. I tell this to myself over and over again, but I still can't shake off the feeling that something is very wrong. Oh boy. Once outside, I begin to struggle with the bloody device. Getting a clean signal seems impossible. The altitude here is high, but there's a great deal of interference. I don't know how long I walk around with the radio trying to find a better spot. Finally, it catches something. A message of a soldier. I move the device closer to my ear to make out the words. Forces.
50 kilometers northeast. Enemy forces.
Enemy forces. Shit. Damn it. Alba was right. HQ was right. The enemy is coming from the north. Signals from a small patrol unit sent to this region. I recognize the frightened voice of a colleague from my quarters. If the Empire comes as powerful as it did that morning, a patrol unit can't handle them. It's too small. I abruptly turn around and head to the door. I wish I could give Alba more time to talk to her father, but we don't have any. When I enter, her eyes immediately turn to me. Seeing my expression, her face falls. She reluctantly leaves the table and gives her father a goodbye hug. Joseph raises his eyebrows, surprised. Despite his previous confidence, he now looks hesitantly at the door Marie disappeared behind. It's happening, Alba. They're coming. They're close. We have to...
I know.
I go outside, intimidated by her calmness. Her eyes gleam with iron determination. She doesn't seem surprised. I am. I thought that despite everything, it wouldn't come to this. That they were just assumptions rising from the fear for her family. But the Empire is here. It invaded our territory again. I open my mouth, but no sound comes out. Alba turns in the doorway and waves her parents goodbye. Marie is watching from behind the half-open door. She hesitates, just for a moment.
All right.
We will save Loonfell. I'll save our home. I promise.
Is she gonna transform right now? Oh boy. It would be nice if we could get a shoot 'em up section in before we wrap up the stream. Oh, yep, here we go. Alrighty. When the first shadows of approaching units appear on the horizon, the siren sounds louder. The patrol unit's signal was received not only by the authorities, but also by regular villagers. On the radios they usually listen to for music. The streets are overtaken by chaos when we leave them behind as we rise in the air. I watch the gauges, their indicators moving with the progress of our synchronization. Above the clouds, it feels like we're fused into one by the light. I will never get used to this feeling, and I will never get used to seeing foreign units in the air. Despite inside, I'm terrified. But Alba. Today, Alba is different. She has her emotions in order, calm and determined. I wish I were as composed as she is. Walter, 31%, 63%. Done. Synchronization complete. That was fast. How are you feeling? Alba? Are you alright?
What? Uh-huh, yes. I think I'm still in shock. It's hard to comprehend what happened down there.
Yeah. It must be a lot to process. Don't worry. We'll get to the bottom of it all.
Yeah, sure, but
But
is it bad that I don't really want to get to the bottom of anything right now?
huh? Why?
It's stupid, forget about it.
No, tell me, please.
It was heartbreaking at first, but when Dad finally recognized me, I felt happy like never before. I don't know what's going on, but today I don't care. It's a problem for tomorrow's us, you know? For now, I want to enjoy it. Just like that.
Just like that. What I'm gathering so far is that girls from a younger age are turned into Lassplanes. Is that what it's implying? I'm pretty sure. It sounds like... I'm wondering if the illness that went through the village might have actually been deliberately spread by the kingdom. Also, hold on. I'm gonna turn down... let's see, master volume. Let's turn the BGM down a little bit here. All right, and sound effects a bit as well. Okay. Just like that. I understand.
Really?
Like you said, it's a problem for tomorrow's us. I don't care about your happiness. What? Oh. I was like, whoa, jeez, man. A little harsh. Wonder if those tattoos also given to the girls their power to transform into those warplanes. I'm feeling like they're more markings than anything else. Kingdom probably try to cover up. It could be. I only care about your happiness now, Alba. But first, we must make sure there's a tomorrow for Loonfell.
You're right. Let's blast them.
Ready when you are. All right, let's go. Fuck you. That's mine. Give it. Ah, shit. Woo-hoo. And I lost it. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, we're not doing so great right now, but it's okay. It's gonna be all right. Woo! No, god damn you. Yay, that's the good one. Give it.
Get back here!
Ooh, get bent, boys.
Hello, little one.
When the first enemy wave disappears in the golden depths of the sea, I only have a moment to catch my breath. There are more opponents, many more. The patrol unit is fighting them. I see them on the horizon. But if not for us, they won't stand a chance. The Empire doesn't seem interested in bypassing Loonfell to assault the capital. I'm also wondering if that's why they didn't assign Alba to go to the north, because they knew she might find out some shit. They engage in fighting on purpose. I move my gaze over the sky and notice an overwhelming number of airplanes. Something among them draws my attention. My heart stops. Unknown units emerge from behind the high cliffs. Their telltale designs show they belong to the Empire. I've never seen them before. They're crude and enormous, as if they were transporting something. Damn it.
Impossible!
Walter, no!
Empire bombers are attacking the village.
Why? It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. So I'm wondering if that's like all the... Yeah. So all the children got sick in the village. And so then the Empire scooped them all up, turned them into Lassplanes, and that must be why the Empire is attacking this village, because it's the one where all the Lassplanes are coming from. Ooh, Oh, I'm feeling confident about this conspiracy theory, boys. Yeah, let's take down the kingdom.
This is just a small village. Civilian buildings, houses. There are people they're trying to wipe out.
Alba. Oh my goodness.
Fire. I see fire.
Alba, focus. We have to detonate these bombs before they touch the island. We will not let them win. Oh boy. Destroy the oh boy. Oh boy. Easy, easy.
Laser charge.
We got this. Unless they start going like super crazy fast. Oh boy.
Defense system up. Go, go, go!
Ah, shit.
Right.
Hey, we got the spread. Nice. Oh my god. Calm down, buddies. It ain't that serious. Oh, okay. So that, oh, no. Oh, shit. Okay, so that's how they're gonna make it a little bit harder.
How are you?
Ah, fuck.
All right.
Oh my goodness gracious.
Get back here.
Ha 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 ha, get fucked.
How are you? How are you?
No, fuck you. Oh my god.
Shield up.
What the fuck are those things?
Let's go.
Oh my god.
Defense system up. Go, go, go.
Holy fucking shit. Bro!
Shield up.
Calm down! Olive boys, please!
Auto aim selected.
Yeah, aim assist. I love aim assist.
Faster than the wind. Defense system up.
Ah!
Yay!
Shit. What's the point of poisoning them in the first place if that's the case? Is it an excuse to turn them into War Machine children soldiers? Yeah. I'm assuming they they infected them so that they as a pretense to be able to like take them away. Cause they said they went around and tried asking like for help, and the only thing they were ever told was send them to the hospital. That was close, too close. The Empire threw at us their toughest forces so far. I feel beads of sweat on my forehead. Every mistake can cost us the lives of the islanders. I can't fail, not now. I don't get it. There's nothing in Loonfell. Why are they doing this? Why are they attacking this place? What is their target?
Destruction. The Empire hates life.
The Empire hates. That kind of. That sounds funny. It kind of sounds like the Empire hates fun, or something like that.
I'm not going to let them kill everything I love. I told you, and I'm so happy you understood and listened to me.
Understood is not the word I would choose. I only did it for her because I saw how desperately she wanted to come here. And even if that was the right thing to do, HQ will give us hell after we return. But I can't tell her that I took all the blame. And I definitely can't tell her I risked my whole military career just because she asked me to. The mere thought makes me blush with embarrassment. She'll probably think I'm a simp or something. You've got good instincts, I give you that.
Thanks. Look, we've got a big one coming.
Oh boy. Fuck you! Yeah! Bro, I already took down half his health bar already. Whoop! Whoop, 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 whoop. Oh my god.
All right! Laser charge!
Oh my god.
How are you?
Shit.
All right!
Ha 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 ha! Get fucked. Ah! Shit! Ah! You! Fuck you!
Hello, little one. Laser charge!
Ouch. But one of my lasers is a double. That definitely helps.
Defense system up! Hello, little one.
Ah, fuck.
All right!
Ah, no.
Faster than the wind.
Hang on.
There are too many of them. I can't do it.
Oh, there is that our girl? I like the little chibi emote that appears above her. I can only see a flash, sunlight reflecting off the metal surface. My heart skips a beat. It was so damn fast.
Did you see that? It was another lost plane. I can feel her.
I don't have time to think about it, but when Alba speaks, my thoughts run to another place. The mysterious woman from the tavern. The one I could swear I had seen before. I knew it!
What do you mean you knew it? Is there something you're not telling me?
I'll tell you later. Another wave incoming. Are you holding up?
It got me once, but I'm okay. I have to be.
That was cute. Yeah, it was pretty cute. Oh, grab it. Shit. Ah! Holy fuck. Ah, God. No, it's fine. It's fine. We're okay. We're okay. Shield.
Defense system up. Laser charge.
Fuck.
All right.
Aim assist. Yeah, we love aim assist around here.
All right. Shield up.
Olive boy, calm down. Whew.
Auto aim collected.
Oh boy.
Faster than the wind. Let's go!
Oh, Jesus Christ. Gee, God. Shit.
All right. Go, go, go! All right.
Oh my God. Finally, that was the last one. We did it, Tross. Ouch! My heart stops. I can sense something's wrong, but I can't put my finger on it. Alba, are you alright?
So much destruction. So much death.
We must land. I glance down at burning buildings, and it feels like needles push through my guts. I'm searching for a place to land when
Walter.
she speaks so softly, so quiet I could miss it. I look up and then, damn it, they saved their bloody best for last. One last time. Hang on, Alba. Ah, the boss. Shield sweeper. Deactivate the shield with flying mines. Oh, okay.
Hello, little one.
Oh, I did it.
Go, go, go!
Ah, god dang it. Put it up again? That's cringe, bro. That is cringe behavior. Shield.
Shield up.
Fuck you.
Hello, little one. Go, go, go!
Ah. Oh, shit.
Shield up. Defense system up.
What is that sound?
Laser charge. Let's go. All right.
Shit. Oh, fuck, I lost. Oh, jeez, man. Ah. Okay. All right, well, we got our first death. Goddamn, man.
Power. Shield up. Faster than the wind. Laser charge.
Fucking fuck. I hate these things. gonna die. Oh, I died again. God dang it, man. Oh, this is hard. All right, come on. Mine.
Shield up! Laser charge! Hello, little one.
Nope. I hate the slow-moving balls.
Let's go!
Ah.
Defense system up! Go, go, go! Defense system up! Go, go, go!
Shit. Shit.
All right!
Oh, we're so close, boys.
Shield up!
Yeah, there we go. Whew. God damn. Yeah, difficulty is spiking up like every single time now. Sheesh. Okay. I feel nothing when fired and explosions consume the machine, nose diving into the water. There's no room for sympathy in the air. It's us or them. We've done it. We saved Loonfell.
Oh, was it really the last one?
I don't see any more of them. Are you okay?
I feel dizzy, but I'm okay.
Come on, let's land and get you to a medic.
I see fire. So much fire.
We've done what we could. I'm sure they evacuated in time. Buildings can be rebuilt. We saved lives today, Tross. You saved them, Alba.
Give yourself some credit, poster boy.
Wow, I still managed to get a middling score. I wasn't too far off from 3 medals, honestly. Goddamn. As to be expected. Well. Oh, geez. Man. Yeah, the shoot 'em up sections definitely are fun. That's for sure. Landing is hurried, but less stressful than I imagined. Okay. Well, I think with that, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the evening. Let's see here. Go ahead and put it there. Let me see. Yeah. So, yeah, we got through a decent chunk of the story tonight. And yeah, we made a lot of decisions, and then we shot up a bunch of stuff. So yeah, I think we had ourselves a pretty decent stream tonight, and OBS didn't die, so ain't that nice? But yeah, we'll go ahead and call it there for the evening. Thanks for the waifu plane stream. No worries. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, and now we've got our girl here in our collection, and we can actually get rid of the UI in the collection menu, So yeah, I guess we'll find out a little bit more about her next time around. So yeah, that should be interesting to see what her whole deal is. She's fine. She fine. She fine. I see here, arcade mode. Can you choose like what? Alba and Stranger. Ha 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 ha. Alright, yeah, so I'm assuming that just lets us go into different shoot 'em up sections that we've done before, or potentially if it's called arcade mode, then it's probably you start off in one location and then you just progress through all the others. Maybe we'll do that at a later point in time once we've actually, you know, gotten through the game. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and call it there for the night. I want to thank anyone that decided to stop in to check out the stream, even for just a minute or two. Always appreciate it. No stream tomorrow, but on Thursday we'll be playing more Kamikaze Lassplanes. So if you want to know when that'll be happening, go ahead and follow my socials or subscribe, and you'll know when the stream goes live. But for the time being, that's gonna go ahead and do it for me for tonight. So with that being said, I hope you guys have yourselves a good night, a good day, a good morning, wherever it might be for you. Hopefully you'll have yourselves a good Wednesday tomorrow, and with any luck, I will see y'all on Thursday. So until then, stay groovy, everybody.